Good morning, everybody. I hope you're all well and you can hear me. Not hearing very much here. There, that's better. Okay, so hope everybody's well. Need to twiddle my knobs a bit. That's it. Good. So yeah, we've got a few of the old songs today and some of the new ones. Bit of this and that, and a film halfway through. So it's a nice, well, it's a nice rainy day, but it's a rainy day, so it's, you don't feel so bad when you're indoors, do you? Doing stuff indoors. Good. Okay, so we'll kick off straight away, I think, with "You Ain't Going Nowhere" to get fingers warmed up. I'm going to do a little sound check at the same time, make sure you can hear it all, the uke and me and everything. This has a quiet verse, and verse 4 goes all nice and quiet, which is if you're playing with your plectrum, you can play it with your finger. Stop playing with the plectrum and play with your finger instead. But it's a little bit to do with dynamics and that, what's the film is all about at half time, so just bringing the volumes down a little bit. So we'll start off with the first verse, and then we'll see how we go from there. 2, 3, 4. So swift, the rain won't lift, gate won't close and the railings froze. Get your mind off winter time, you ain't going nowhere. Louie, ride me high, tomorrow's the day my bride's gonna come. We're gonna fly down in the easy chair. How many letters they sent? The morning came and the morning went. Pick up your money and pack up your tent. You ain't going nowhere. So we ride me high. Tomorrow's the day my bride's gonna come. We're gonna fly down in the easy chair. So buy me a flute and a gun that shoots, tailgates and substitutes. Strap yourself to the tree with roots. You ain't going nowhere. Louie, ride me high. Tomorrow's the day my bride's gonna come. We're gonna fly down in the easy chair. My Genghis Khan, he could not keep all his kings supplied with sleep. We'll climb that hill, no matter how steep. When we get up to it, Louie, ride me high. Tomorrow's the day my bride's gonna come. We're gonna fly down in the easy chair. Louie, ride me high. Tomorrow's the day my bride's gonna come. We're gonna fly down in the easy chair. Oh yeah, how is that? Is that loud enough for you? Does it sound alright? The levels and things? Looks like it might be a bit low here, but I don't know. Anyway. My headphones, I think. Hopefully that's a bit better balanced. Good. Okay. So, Bad Moon Rising, Volume 1, page 7. I'd included this in the set list for Wednesday. But I've taken it out now. I've rewritten the set list. It's just a few small changes, but I just thought, as we were doing this today, so we'll I will send out the new set list. If you're playing from the screen, it doesn't matter too much because all the songs will come up there. But I know some of you like to know what's coming up. And so I'll send out the new set list. It's just very small changes, really. I've added a couple of songs, a bit more cheerful songs, party-like songs. Like. Okay, so this has the introduction. Which I'm sure you all know by now. So it goes like this: 2, 3, 4. That's completely. I'm playing the wrong song, aren't I? It goes like this. I see a bad moon rising, and I see trouble on the way, and I see earthquakes and lightning, and I see bad times today. Well, don't go around tonight, it's bound to take your life. There's a bad moon on the rise, and I hear hurricanes are blowing, and I know the end is coming soon, and I fear rivers overflowing, and I hear the voice of rage and ruin. Well, don't go around tonight, it's bound to take your life. There's a bad moon on the rise. Well, don't go around tonight, it's bound to take your life. There's a bad moon on the rise. Alright, kisses! Well, don't go around tonight, it's bound to take your life. There's a bad moon on the rise. Hope you have got your things together. Hope you are quite prepared to die. Looks like we're in for nasty weather. One eye is taken for an eye. Well, don't go around tonight, it's bound to take your life. There's a bad moon on the rise. Well, don't go around tonight, it's bound to take your life. There's a bad moon on the rise. Ha! Got there in the end. Good. Whew. Right. So, good. That should have warmed you up a little bit. So, why don't you love me like you used to do? Volume 1, page 54. So, today we did, in the Theatre Royal, we did, if you're not singing, if you're singing, you're not playing, but I don't think we'll do that this week, because you can't hear anything except me. So, it doesn't quite have the same way of working when it's online. But we could swap over, couldn't we? So the boys will sing the girls' bit and the girls can sing the boys' bit. So try that for a change. I'll sing the whole thing all the way through. Okay. You can also invert the chords if you want to in the middly bit, the bit in italics with the F. So play the F up here. We can go to close-up cam. Something like that. Oh, it's moved. Oh, no, it hasn't. That's moved out of the way. Sorry. God, I'm doing very well today. Right. This camera has actually moved now. I don't know quite why that's done that. But yeah, you can play the F down here. So, in heard no long, and then you've got that G7th, which is the extended G shape, followed by a C, which is close it up here, which we were doing in Jambalaya last week. We don't get near or further I would go back to the root G7th because it sounds better than the inverted G7th when you get to the end of that little bit. So if you'd like to try that, please do. Alright, so it goes like this. I'll sing the whole thing so you can sing the bits you want to. So it goes like this. 2, 2. Well, why don't you love me like you used to do? How come you treat me like a worn-out shoe? My hair is still curly and my eyes are still blue. Why don't you love me like you used to do? Ain't had no loving like a hugging and a kissing in a long, long while. We don't get nearer or further or closer than a country mile. Why don't you spark me like you used to do? Say sweet nothings like you used to coo. The same old trouble that you've always been through. Why don't you love me like you used to do? Well, why don't you be just like you used to be? How come you find so many faults with me? Somebody's changed you, let me give you a clue. Why don't you love me like you used to do? Ain't had no loving like a hugging and a kissing in a long, long while. We don't get nearer or further or closer than a country mile. Why don't you say the things you used to say? What makes you treat me like a piece of clay? My hair is still curly and my eyes are still blue. Why don't you love me like you used to do? Well, why don't you love me like you used to do? How come you treat me like a worn-out shoe? My hair is still curly and my eyes are still blue. Why don't you love me like you used to do? Ain't had no loving like a hugging and a kissing in a long, long while. We don't get nearer or further or closer than a country mile. Why don't you spark me like you used to do? Say sweet nothings like you used to coo. The same old trouble that you always been through. So why don't you love me like you used to do? All together. Well, why don't you be just like you used to be? How come you find so many faults with me? Somebody's changed you, let me give you a clue. Why don't you love me like you used to do? Ain't had no loving like a hugging and a kissing in a long, long while. We don't get nearer or further or closer than a country mile. Why don't you say the things you used to say? What makes you treat me like a piece of clay? My hair is still curly and my eyes are still blue. Oh, why don't you love me like you used to do? Did you think it had frozen? Actually, I shouldn't do that, should I? Because it did freeze last week. Be in trouble. I think it's just in mucking about, and it really will have frozen. So, yeah, right. Good, good. I'm a Believer, Volume 1, page 24. So this is known for its the G and the G, C and G. The quick change. And you want to dampen it. So you just want to dampen the strings. Don't let them ring out. We've talked about this before, about letting strings ring out or dampening them. And in this particular case, it sounds better if you damp it. Just use the side of your hand. I don't know if you can see this on here now. I've got to move right over, haven't I? So it's just a bit difficult to see there, isn't it? Oh, God. I don't know why the camera's moved. Somebody must have knocked it. So it goes, and then you just. This is hopeless. Can't really see it. There. So you're just using the side of your hand there to just dampen the strings. Sorry, rather than me getting up and trying to fiddle with it now, I'll do it at half time. I have a crack at it. As you can probably see it better down here in the corner. So just using that edge of your hand to dampen it. Okay, so it goes like this. I thought love was only true in fairy tales, meant for someone else but not for me. Love was out to get me, do-do-do-do, that's the way it seemed. Do-do-do-do. Disappointment haunted all my dreams. Then I saw her face, now I'm a believer, not a trace, a doubt in my mind, I'm in love. Ooh, I'm a believer, I couldn't leave her if I tried. I thought love was more or less a given thing. Seems the more I gave, the less I got. What's the use in trying? Do-do-do-do. All you get is pain. Do-do-do. When I needed sunshine, I got rain. Then I saw her face, now I'm a believer, not a trace of doubt in my mind, I'm in love. Ooh, I'm a believer, I couldn't leave her if I tried. Trying, all you get is pain. When I needed sunshine, I got rain. Then I saw her face, now I'm a believer, not a trace of doubt in my mind, I'm in love. Ooh, I'm a believer, I couldn't leave her if I tried. Then I saw her face, now I'm a believer, not a trace of doubt in my mind, I'm in love. Ooh, I'm a believer, I couldn't leave her if I tried. Good show. All of you finishing on a G, I hope, because that's the chord you started with. Good. So this is the song I was trying to play earlier. 113, 8 days a week. So yeah, so you've got the introduction at the top, which I think you're probably vaguely familiar with now. A good practice is for the D's to E minors, for those of you troubling with that. No shortcuts there. And it's just good for practicing and not getting too lost in the song. Just remember, when you get to the end of the song, finish the song before you do the outro. That's right, don't start that too quickly, or it sounds weird. Okay, so it goes like this then. Ooh, I need your love, babe. Guess you know it's true. I hope you need my love, babe, just like I need you. Hold me, love me, hold me, love me. Well, I ain't got nothing but love, babe. 8 days a week, love you every day, girl. You're always on my mind. An old favourite. Good. God, powering through them this morning. So only you then. Only you. Not only you and you alone, but only you. The Yazoo song. It's a good exercise for playing your B flats. C's to B flats. Back again. And of course there is the overlap with the U at the end of the chorus and the butt-ups. Obviously I'll have to do the U. I think you'll have to do the butt-ups. So I'll miss out the first butt-up. Complicated, isn't it? Right. This is where we miss the ensemble playing. But one day. Okay. So so we've got the chorusy bit is 3 times. No, it's not. Well, the last bit of the chorus, the butt-ups. 3 times at the beginning. First one instrumental, and then the second and third one is a song. So it goes like this: 2, 2, 4. Ba-da, ba-da, ba-da-da-da, ba-da, ba-da, ba-da-da-da, ba-da, ba-da, ba-da-da-da, ba-da, ba-da. From a window above, like the story of love. Can you hear me? Back only yesterday, we're moving farther away. Want you near me? All I needed was the love you gave. All I needed for another day, and all I ever knew. Only you. Sometimes when I think of your name, when it's only a game, and I need you, listen to the words that you say, getting harder to stay. When I see you, all I needed was the love you gave. All I needed for another day, and all I ever knew. Only you. Ba-da, ba-da-da-da, ba-da, ba-da, ba-da-da-da. This is gonna take a long time, and I wonder what's mine. Can't take no more. Wonder if you'll understand. It's just the touch of your hand behind a closed door. All I needed was the love you gave. All I needed for another day, and all I ever knew. Only you. Ba-da, ba-da-da-da, ba-da, ba-da, ba-da-da-da. All I needed was the love you gave. All I needed for another day, and all I ever knew. Only you. Ba-da, ba-da-da-da, ba-da, ba-da, ba-da-da-da. Oh, was that lovely or what? Good. Oh. Right. I thought I'd solved this hissing, but I haven't. And I don't know what it is. Anyway, sorry about that. Hope it's not distracting from things. So everybody's talking, volume 3, page 25. And we can play this with our fingers. It sounds nice if you play it with the fingers. You can do the 4-1-4-2. And then strum it as well. You can't hear the hissing. Colette can't hear the hissing. Well, that's a good thing then. That's alright if you can't hear the hissing. You would hear it if I turned it down, which is really irritate you now. But if you listen now, I'm not going to do anything, and I'll turn it down. And up again. Yeah, down, up. So you can actually hear it in the background. I can hear it quite clearly. But then I'm sitting next to the computer. But I'm hearing it in my headphones. So anyway, yeah. So it's not too bad. But I can get rid of that on the repeat. So anyway, so no, I don't do that. I do this bit. So yeah, 4-1 and 4-2, and then just strum it with the triplet strum is a nice way of doing it, or just strum it with the fingers. Okay. So we're going to start with the C chord. All right. There we go. Everybody's talking at me. I don't hear a word they're saying, only the echoes of my mind. People stop and staring, I can see their faces, only the shadows of their eyes. I'm going where the sun keeps shining through the pouring rain, going where the weather suits my clothes, banking off of the northeast winds, sailing on the summer breeze, skipping over the ocean like a stone. Wow, 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 wow. I'm going where the sun keeps shining through the pouring rain. I'm going where the weather suits my clothes, banking off of the northeast winds, sailing on the summer breeze, skipping over the ocean like a stone. Everybody's talking at me, I don't hear a word they're saying, only the echoes of my mind. I won't let you leave my love behind. I won't let you leave. I won't let you leave my love behind. Oh, it's a lovely, lovely song, isn't it? Good. I'm going to throw an extra in, which we didn't do the other day, which is King of the Road. So let's do that. So volume 4, page 38. No, we didn't do this on Wednesday, but this is another finger picking song, so that sort of follows on quite nicely after the other one. I keep worrying I'm going to freeze up, so I keep looking at the screen to make sure I'm still moving. So hopefully we won't have that same problem. So this goes like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Trailers for sale or rent, rooms to let 50 cents. No phone, no pool, no pets. got no cigarettes. I've 2 hours of pushing room. Mine's a 8 by 12 4-bedroom. I'm a man of means, by no means king of the road. 3rd boxcar, midnight train, destination Bangor, Maine. All worn out suits and shoes. I don't pay no union dues. I smoke old stogies I have found, short but not too big around. I'm a man of means, by no means king of the road. I know every engineer on every train, all of the children and all of their names, every handout in every town, and every lock that ain't locked when no one's around. I sing trailers for sale or rent, rooms to let 50 cents, no phone, no pool, no pets. I ain't got no cigarettes. I've 2 hours of pushing broom, 8 by 12 4-bedroom. I'm a man of means, by no means king of the road. I know every engineer on every train, all of their children and all of their names, and every handout in every town, and every lock that ain't locked when no one's around. I sing 3rd boxcar, midnight train, destination Bangor, Maine. All worn out suits and shoes. I don't pay no union dues. I smoke old stogies I have found, short but not too big around. I'm a man of means, by no means king of the road. I'm a man of means, by no means king of the road. How was that? You can always go back onto the YouTube channel and like it. Be good if you did that. But if you you probably all have anyway. But you can go back and look at the finger picking tutorial there. If you're struggling a little bit with that, have another go at that one, and then come back to that song. And it works quite nicely with that little groove there. Good. So a couple of the new songs that we've been doing. We'll start with Willing. Volume 4, page 65. Lowell George song for Little Feet. So I think people are starting to enjoy this now they've learnt it a bit. There's nothing particular with it. You don't need to invert it or anything. You've got those downstrokes, weed, whites and wine. Just get the timing right for that. Tucson, Tucumcari, Tehachapi and Tonopah, the names. So, rolling. Good. I'm going to give it a little bit of reverb then. So it sounds a bit better when it's like that. Good. Okay. So the introduction is the first 2 lines. 2, 2, 4. I screwed it up completely, didn't I? Sorry. Start again. 2, 2, 4. Walked by the rain, driven by the snow, drunk and dirty, and don't you know, but I'm still willing. I was out on the road late at night, see my my pretty Alice in every headlight. Alice, Alice, Alice. I've been from Tucson to Tucumcari, Tetrapita torn apart, living every kind of rig that's ever been made, driven a back road that wouldn't get away. If you give me weed, white sand wine, and you show me a sign, then I'll be willing to be moving. By the wind, robbed by the sleet, and my head stoved in, but I'm still on my feet, but I'm still willing. Smuggled some smoke, some folks from Mexico, baked by the sun every time I go to Mexico. I've been from Tucson to Tucumcari, Tetrapita torn apart, living every kind of rig that's ever been made, driven the back roads that wouldn't get away. If you give me weed, white sand wine, and you show me a sign, I'll be willing to be moving, and I'll be willing to be moving, and I'll be willing to be moving, and I'll be willing to be moving. Got there in the end. Stumbling through that. Yeah. It's a good song though, isn't it? And so the other one that we've been doing, which we did last week, is Horse with No Name. I thought it shame it didn't get a name really, isn't it? So with this one you got the D minor and the A7th suspended 4th chord, which the trick with that is to just lift your fingers off. I can use close-up cam for this one here. So you've got the D minor. You just lift those two off together. And leave your ring finger where it is. So that's the trick with that. Makes it a bit easier. But it takes a little bit of concentration, I think, probably. Okay, so we'll start with this. Do, do. On the first part of the journey, I was looking at all the life. There were plants and birds and rocks and things, and there were sand and hills and rings. The first thing I met was a fly with a buzz in the sky, with no clouds. The heat was hot and the ground was dry, but the air was full of sound. I've been through the desert on a horse with no name. It felt good to be out of the rain. In the desert, you can remember your name, 'cause there ain't There you are, the power of music brought the sunshine out. Well, it did here in Eastleigh anyway. Good. So that was nice, wasn't it? So we have a coffee break. I think it's probably time for that. And good. Okay, so we'll get on with playing a few tunes. Java Jive then, as we just had some coffee. So volume 4, page 34. I will post that up as a separate video as well on YouTube. If we get time. Hopefully it'll be today. If not, it'll be tomorrow. So I think we all know this by now, don't we? So it goes like this. 2, 2, 4. I love coffee, I love tea, I love the Java Jive and it loves me. Coffee and tea and the Java and me. A cup, a cup, a cup, a cup, a cup. I love Java, sweet and hot. Whoops, Mr. Moto, I'm a coffee pot. Shoot me the pot and I'll pour me a shot. A cup, a cup, a cup, a cup, a cup. Slip me a slug from that wonderful mug, and I'll cut a rug till I'm snug in a jug. A slice of onion and a raw one, draw one, wait up, percolate. I love coffee, I love tea, I love the Java Jive and it loves me. Coffee and tea and the Java and me. Boston beans, soya beans, green beans, cabbage and greens. I'm not keen about a bean unless it's a chili bean, boy. I love coffee, I love tea, I love the Java Jive and it loves me. Coffee and tea and the Java and me. A cup, a cup, a cup, a cup, a cup. I love Java, sweet and hot. Whoops, Mr. Moto, I'm a coffee pot. Shoot me the pot and I'll pour me a shot. A cup, a cup, a cup, a cup, a cup. Slip me a slug from the wonderful mug, and I'll cut a rug till I'm snug in the jug. Drop the nickel in the pot, Joe, taking it slow. Wait, wait, percolate. I love coffee, I love tea, I love the Java Jive and it loves me. Coffee and tea and the Java and me. A cup, a cup, a cup, a cup, a cup. A cup, a cup, a cup, a cup, a cup. A cup, a cup, a cup, a cup, a cup. Lovely. Good-o. Right. All of me. Why not take all of me? So this is volume 3, page 6. It's nothing too taxing with this really. It's the C minor you need to watch out for. Play the C minor with your third finger. You'll find it much easier, and then you can swap back. So you're going from a C, I think a C to a C minor, so put your finger across like that, and then for the B minor all you got to do is just slide that back, but don't play the G string, so you don't have to worry about putting your finger up the top there. So you can just go there and slide it back. Makes life a little bit easier. It sounds a bit better really. So yeah, and don't, when we get to the instrumental verse 2, don't power on to verse 3. Go back to verse 1. Remember that. There's a lot of people forget and then just go straight on to verse 3. But you need to go back to verse 1 and then verse 3. Alright, so verse 2 is our starter. So it goes like this. 2, 2, 4. take my arms, I'll never use them. Your goodbye left me with eyes that cry. And how can I go along without you? You took the part that once was my heart. So why not take all of me? 'Cause whose have you got 'em? All of me. Why not take all of me? Can't you see I'm no good without you? Take my lips, I wanna lose them. Take my arms, I'll never use them. Your goodbye left me with eyes that cry. And how can I go along without you? You took the part that once was my heart. So why not take all of me? So why not take all of me? Good. So talking about dynamics there, for example, it's very subtle, some of it. But if you look at verse 3, we'll take verse 3 for example, as an example. So the your goodbye is actually quieter than left me with eyes that cry. So your goodbye left me with eyes that cry. And then you sort of bring it up slightly. So you start off quite quietly. Very subtle changes, but it's worth sort of working with the songs to find out where you can add a little bit or give it a little bit of welly and or go a bit quieter. Right, okay, so that, yeah, good. Hope you enjoyed that. Brown Eyed Girl then. It's the next song. Volume 3, page 12. We played this on Wednesday at the Winchester Club. Oh, how we laughed. Because nobody practiced it and I haven't either. I'm sure you remember how all this goes. Luckily for you, I can't hear it. What did I say? Oh, yeah, Theatre Royal, sorry. I said something else. Winchester Club, don't I? Oh, you can't see that either. Hang on. Okay, so that's the riff there. But you know, you can play whatever you like. I can't hear it. But we did do it at the Theatre Royal, and it was quite funny. But some of you have nailed it, and that's all good news. So I'll play the G's at the front. I'll do it as well, because that makes it a bit easier. Okay, everybody poised, ready with their fingers on the 3rd fret on the E string. So it goes like this: 2, 3, 4. Do 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 do. Hey, where did we go? Days when the rains came down in the hollow and playing a new game, laughing and running, hey, hey, skipping and a jumping in the misty morning fog with our hearts a thumping, and you, brown-eyed girl, Great intro. Those of you who played it brilliantly. Well done. Sounded great from here. Okay, so this is another example of the dynamics of the Do You Remember? Do you remember when we used to sing sha-la-la-la-la? So that's just bring it right up on the sha-la-la, but the Do You Remember When is quite quiet, really. Good. Okay. Right. Well, it's that time of the year, isn't it? So, Werewolves of London. Ooh. Some of you may not have done this, but some of you have, obviously. Whenever the problem with this song is the words, and it seems to me, that I never ever play this song the same way twice. It's just because the words just get muddled for some reason. But we'll give it our best shot. So we've got this little riff which goes. So there's the riff, and some of you won't have played it since last year, probably. So there's that. You can, of course, play it as an inverted chord. And in this particular case, what works quite nicely is if you play the B flat shape, which we know is a movable chord. Close up cam. So this camera has moved, and I think it's something to do with the lorries going past outside because it shakes the house a little bit, and it's really delicate. Anyway, by the point. So the D is there, but so you play the B flat shape, and you play the D on the 5th fret, and then slide back for the C, and then just play a normal G because it sounds better. The G sounds better if it's back at the root. Okay, so that's a nice way of playing it. If there are two of you at home, one can do one part of it and the other can do the other part. And then swap over if you like. Alright? So have a crack at that. So, it goes like this. There are 4 of these. Walking through the streets of Soho in the rain. He was looking for the place called Leho Fooks. Gonna get a big dish of beef chow mein. Ah, ooh, werewolves of London. Ah, ooh, ah, ooh, hear him howling round your kitchen door, you better not let him in. Little old lady got mutilated late last night. Werewolves in London again. Ah, ooh, werewolves in London. Ah, ooh. hairy-handed gent who ran amok in Kent. Lately he's been overheard in Mayfair. Better stay away from him, he'll rip your lungs out, Jim. Ha! I'd like to meet his tailor. Walking with the Queen, doing the werewolves of London. Saw Lon Chaney Jr. walking with the Queen, doing the werewolves of London. Saw a werewolf drinking a pina colada at Trader Vic's. His hair was perfect. Yeah, I got there in the end. God, it goes all over the place in those words. It's terrible. Yeah, good. I hope you enjoyed that. It's of course Warren. It's Warren Zevon song, so people didn't realise that the other day. So it's the same writer that wrote Splendid Isolation. So we now do 2 Warren Zevon songs. Good. Right, so let's just wind down a little bit here with some of this stuff. Have you ever seen the rain? Yes. Volume 4, page 25, with some cool kazoos can be played in this. And of course, it's played on the offbeat, on the 2 and the 4. Just a little good example of doing that for practicing. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Someone told me long ago, there's a calm before the storm, and I know it's been coming for some time. So they say it'll rain a sunny day, and I know, shining down like water. I want to know, have you ever seen the rain? I want to know, have you ever seen the rain coming down on a sunny day? Before sun is cold, the rain is hot, and I know been that way for all my time. And forever on it goes, the circle fast and slow, and I know it can't stop. I wonder, I want to know, have you ever seen the rain? I want to know, have you ever seen the rain coming down on a sunny day? Come on and blow them. know, have you ever seen the rain? I want to know, have you ever seen the rain? Coming down on a sunny day. It's the day and days before. The sun is cold, the rain is hot, and I know been that way for all my time. Forever on it goes, the circle fast and slow, and I know it can't stop. I wonder, I want to know, have you ever seen the rain? I want to know, have you ever seen the rain? Coming down on a sunny day. I want to know, have you ever seen the rain? I want to know, have you ever seen the rain? Coming down on a sunny day. Oh, yeah. I did the other day see the rain coming from a sunny sky. Okay, so we're going to have a go. Meet me on the corner. We're going to go over time today, but we don't care. We just don't care. So meet me on the corner, volume 4, page 43. And of course, what this has is a little slow bit at the beginning, or the quieter, slightly quieter bit, and then it goes into the riff and then into the main thing. And then, but you have got this B7th on the third line, which catches people out. I came along just to bring you this line, and it's really goes really quite fast. So keep an eye open for that. Otherwise, you might get caught out. Okay, so that's in the D. All right, so 2, 2, 4. Hey, Mr. Dream Seller, where have you been? Tell me, have you dreams I can see? I came along just to bring you this song. Can you spare one dream for me? You won't admit me, you'll soon forget, so don't mind me tugging at your sleeve. For your dreams are all I believe. Meet me on the corner when the lights are coming on, and I'll be there. I promise I'll be there. Down the empty streets will disappear into the dawn. You have dreams enough to share. Lay down your bundle Marvellous. Right, well, we'll end up, I think, with this, because it took me bloody ages to get the damn thing on the page. The Black Velvet Band. That's why I'm hidden around a corner. So you just get a little bit of me in the... Look, actually, I could move that over a bit, couldn't I? Oh, look. That's probably better. You can see that bit. Didn't realise that. Look, this is on the fly editing. Yeah, the Black Velvet Band. So we haven't done this online before. We did it the other day in the theatre, which is nice. Does go on a bit, doesn't it? I know that it does go on a bit, this song, but people like it and enjoy playing it. But if you want to add a little variation, verse 4, I'm going to play the Z chord. So if I suddenly stop playing, and you'll know why, because it's the I play the Z chord up until the Betrayed, and then on the A minor you kick in with the A minor. And if you want to do the inversions of this, that sounds quite nice. So you can invert the G. So you can invert the A minor and then play the root of the D and the G when you get to the end of the chorus. You could probably start in G actually. And then play the G up here. Or maybe down here. Experiment a little bit with it. Play the G and the root and then move up for the A minor, because that A minor played up here on the 5th fret or the 4th fret has a nice little Celtic-y feel to it if you listen to that. So that's the A minor is played there, so you're going for the G. All you do with that G then to play play the A minor is just slide your index finger as a guide to the 4th fret and then wrap the other two around the top. So you can go from the G, the root of G, to the inverted A minor quite quickly just by sliding your fingers along. Alright, so the last two lines of the chorus are the thingy, the introduction thingy. Alright, so to in a neat little town they call Belfast, apprentice to trade I was bound, and many an hour sweet happiness have I spent in the neat little town, till sad misfortune came on me and caused me to stray from the land, far away from my friends and relations, betrayed by the Black Velvet Band. Her eyes they shone like diamonds, I thought her the queen of the land, and her hair it hung over her shoulder, tied up with a black velvet band. I took her a stroll down Broadway, meaning not long for to stay, and who should I meet but this pretty fair maid came a-traipsing along the highway. She was both fair and handsome, her neck it was just like a swan, and her hair it hung over her shoulder, tied up with a black velvet band. Her eyes they shone like diamonds, I thought her the queen of the land, and her hair it hung over her shoulder, tied up with a black velvet band. I black eye. Gold watch she took from his pocket and placed it right into my hand. And the very first thing that I said was, bad luck to the Black Velvet Band. Her eyes, they shone like diamonds. I thought her the queen of the land. And her hair, it hung over her shoulder, tied up with a black velvet band. Before the judge and the jury, next morning I had to appear. And the judge, he says to me, young fellow, the case against you is quite clear. 7 long years is your sentence, to be spent far away from this land, far away from your friends and relations, betrayed by the Black Velvet Band. Her eyes, they shone like diamonds. I thought her the queen of the land. And her hair, it hung over her shoulder, tied up with a black velvet band. So come on, you jolly young fellows, a warning take by me. When you were out on the town, me lads, beware of them pretty colleens. They do is strong drink, oh yeah, until you're unable to stand. And the very next thing that you'll know is you've landed in Van Diemen's Land. Her eyes, they shone like diamonds. I thought her the queen of the land. And her hair, it hung over her shoulder, tied up with a black velvet band. There you go, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you've had a nice morning. So you can get out in the garden now. It's stopped raining. Good. Thanks for coming. And it's half term next week, but we don't care. We're going to carry on. So we'll be here next Friday, and there will be a session at the Theatre Royal as well on the Wednesday. And there are some tickets left, I know, because I saw the list this morning. So there are some tickets available there, but I'm sure some of you will be doing other things with grandchildren and all that sort of stuff. But we are here next Friday, definitely. Okay, thanks for that. Have a good day and stay safe.